What's up YouTube, it's your boy Ava from the camera once again, and this is another tutorial video pretty much. So one of my subscribers watched my videos and they asked how in the world did I get my snare to sound the way it does with stock heads. So I'm gonna pretty much show y'all a way to tune your heads, whether it's stock heads or name brand heads. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you the way how I learned how to tune a snare. It doesn't matter what type of drum head that you use, whether it's Aquarian, Remo, Evans, or stock heads, whatever, when you fresh out the box or whatever. I'm gonna show you the way that I learned how to tune the snare. Alright, so check this out. Alright, yo. Here's my snare. For those who may not know what snare that I'm using the Mapex MPX Maple snare with the black lacquer finish. So I just unloosen the tension rods, and the first step to how I tune my snare is that I tune, turn the tension rods with my hand and try to get it as tight as possible. I want to get it close, tight as possible, because you want to make sure that all your tension rods are even. You don't want to tune your snare and half of your snare, part of the rim is uneven. You know what I mean? You have like the bottom half real tight and the top half very loose. You know what I mean? That put a lot of wear and tear on your drum head. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you have what's it called, true tuner, I forget what it's called, that big disc that that helps a lot too. That helps a lot. Alright, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to tighten the tension rod up barehanded, try to get as tight as possible. Alright, now it's tight to my liking. Alright, so now I pretty much have it even. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so as of right now, the snare head sound like this. So that's pretty much what the snare sound like. They may like their snare like that because you have a very deep snare, so you probably want that nice deep sound. Know what I'm saying? Alright. So now I'm gonna take you through my process of how I tune my snare. So let me just take this camera out right quick. I tune my snare, and how I learned how to tune my snare is that you don't tune your snare one by one like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't tune your snare one by one like this. Now how it's supposed to go, how I was taught, is that it's pretty much like a star in a way. Now on this snare I have 10 total tension rods. Some may have 8, some may have 6, depending on what you have. So how it's supposed to work is, alright, you start with this tension rod. So this will be 1, 2, right? 3, 4, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or however you want to start. You can start from up here and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or however you want to go. So I'm gonna start with this tension rod, and I'm gonna do maybe two quick turns. All right, so 1, 2. Done with this one. Up here, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one is, I need to tighten that a little bit more. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I gotta tighten this one a little bit more too. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, now I pretty much did all the tension rods. You know, twice. Hold on, I gotta get this one back. There we go. So now, with me just doing it twice on each tension rod. All right. So now that I did twice on each tension rod, now I'm gonna go around the snare. All right, so that's for me just going once. Now, this is where the tuning depends on how you feel and what you like as a drummer. This is what pertains to you. Now, I did the star. You know what I mean? First off, I loosen all my tension rods. I tighten it by hand, to make sure it's good to me and it's nice and tight to me. Now, only flaw about this problem is that not all of your tension rods may be tightened. You know what I mean? You may think it is, but to me, it works out for me. All right, so I have it all tightened, hand tightened, and then I did the star. Boom, 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 boom. Twice on each of them as I did the star. And then I went around again, once this time. And now it sounds very low, high, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is where it pertains to you now. It depends on your play style and how you want your snare. You may want your snare low, you may want your snare medium, you may want your snare maybe low high, or you want your snare to sound medium high or high, depending on how you feel. Now for me, my main snare has to be high. I just love how the way my main snare to sound high when I'm constantly, hitting it. You know what I'm saying? I love it very high. Now in the setup that I use at my church, I have a 3-snare configuration where I have, this snare, then I have 2 other snares on the side. Where this one is pretty much high. I have a low snare, and I have a very, very high tune piccolo. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it depends on how you feel. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how I tune my snare. So I'm gonna tune it as high as possible. You don't want to tune your snare so tight to the point where parts of your tension rod might snap. So within the shell of the tension rod, there's a little plastic holder, right? That holds not only the tension rod but the screw that holds the tension rod in place. You know what I'm saying? Now within the shell, this is the shell of a snare that I used to have. All right. Now each one of these little shells, I call it shells. I don't know the actual name of it, but I call them shells. Now I'm saying, not inside the actual shell. This is what holds your tension rod into place. Okay. Put it right in there, as like such. You see that? This one holds your tension rod in place. Now check this out. Now you see this, right? Alright, forget about it. But yeah. So as the tension rod holder right here, or the tension screw, is in between this black plastic, as you tighten your tension rod, to the amount where it's very low, this plastic tends to bend. You know what I mean? So it can adjust to your tuning. But you don't want to tune it too much, because the bottom part of your tension holder may snap. which may cause your whole snare to sound out of whack. It will first off, it will throw your snare off. It will make it uneven, and then plus you'll have an untuned snare because it pops. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to tighten it as much. All right. So now I'm head back to it. There it is. That is how you tune a snare. Now, I guarantee you, depending on your preference of your snare, how you like your main snare to be, or whether it's your main snare or your side snare. You know what I mean? I guarantee you do this, you ain't gonna have no problem with the snare tuning. You ain't gonna have a problem. Yeah, this is pretty much how my main snare sounds like. I'm gonna go around. Who talks like that? I'm gonna go around one more time, but this time I'm gonna do like maybe not even a half a turn. I'm gonna just do like a little turn like this, like that. Okay. Yep. Nice. So I'm gonna get one more pop out of each tension rod. One more pop. Give me one more. One more pop. And then now that's how I like my main snare to sound like. So this is pretty much what my main snare sound like. That's nice. So that's pretty much how my main snare sound like. It sound like this all the time. Now understand this. When you tune your snare, then it's not gonna always stay like this. As you play, your tension rod is gonna loosen. It's gonna detune itself. So you gotta make sure you gotta keep it tuned at the right time. So maybe like in 2 weeks, you know what I mean, just go over it one more time. Now they have something in the drum market that they're called locks, where there are locks that you put on top of your tension rod and they hold them into place and it keeps your snare in tune. So you go also purchase that, you know what I mean, so you don't have to worry about constantly tuning them, you know what I mean. But this is pretty much how I tune my snare, you know what I'm saying. And for the bottom part, usually keep it the way it is, you know what I'm saying. So how I did it was I did the same process on my batter head, you know what I mean, and I have it tuned very low, you know what I'm saying, because I want to get the full body sound of the whole entire snare. You know what I mean? I don't want to tune it very high. It's not going to sound the way I want it to sound. All right, so I'll have it as tight as I have on my batter head. You know what I'm saying? So the tighter, to me, my philosophy is the tighter your batter head is, especially dealing with deep snares like this, the tighter your batter head is and the looser your bottom head is, you can see how loose it is. Let me see it. See if you can see it. You can see how loose it is. You know what I mean? You'll get the entire deep sound of your snare. You know what I'm saying? So I have this very low. You know what I mean? I have it so low to the point where I can easily tune it with my hands. You know what I'm saying? But and what also plays a factor in your snare is your snare wires. You know what I'm saying? Snare wires plays a huge part of your snare. Without the snare wire, it sounds like it'll sound like a timbali or just another tom. You know what I'm saying? So without your snare wire, it's not going to give you the type of sound that you want. Alright, so they have all types of snare wires. They have like 12s, they have 24s, they have 64s, they even have 100 snare wires, which is pretty cool too. Now I'll tell you, this one is a 24. This is 24? Yeah, this one is a 24. No, this is a 12, actually. My bad. This is a 12. Alright, so snare wires play a huge part of your snare as well. Alright, Step one, unloosen all your tighten rods. Wow. Unloosen all your tension rods. Excuse me. Alright. Step 2, tighten it as tight as possible with your hands. You want to get it even as possible. Alright. Step 3, do the star. Now I mean twice on each tension rod. So I'm gonna take my camera out again for those who may not know. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that. I'm gonna go again. I think I lost track. I'm sorry. Alright, so we're gonna go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright? So yeah, that's step 3. Do the start, and then step 4, one by one, go around, and then find your sound. Find what's comfortable to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it low, high, medium high, or high. Your resonant side, not residual. Your resonant side. All right, and that also plays a part of your tuning as well. And then also check your snare wires. All right, so that also plays a part in it. So this is how you really tune your snare. This is how I tune my snare, and I have nothing but success with tuning the snare this way. All right, and the same process go with your toms too. You know what I'm saying? Same process. All right, so that's pretty much how you tune your snare. I hope this video helped. I'm sorry I was talking all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. So yeah. All right, y'all be easy. Y'all take care. Go master your day. Y'all stay blessed.